everyone. I'm Spandana Kodali. I handle the product marketing for Asian platform, and I have with me Pratyusha today, who is the director for product management. Pratyusha brings with herself over a decade of work experience in the technology firms, and having worked in various industries and having worked with customers in various industries, she's the best people that we have today who can take us through what you can do to trust AI agents and what you can do to build secure agentic systems at scale. And let's just dive into it. And what we will be discussing today is we'll start off with the general security concerns all of you might have about agentic AI. And Pratyusha will be introducing a new framework as to what you can do to trust agentic AI. And we can briefly touch upon how you will be operationalizing trust with Core. I'm sure all of you have seen this news story. About a month ago, Replic's AI agents accidentally deleted an entire production database for one of their customers. And not just that, it fabricated logs, misled the user about what happened, and pretty much it effectively tried to cover its tracks as well. Now, we don't really need to go into every single detail, but I'm pretty sure the headline makes it clear, right? AI agents, when given access to critical systems, they can create risks far beyond a typical software bug. This incident isn't just about Triplet. It's a cautionary tale for all enterprises exploring agentic AI. Even well intentioned AI agents, when operating at scale, can amplify security issues, expose sensitive data, and disrupt operations if there are no proper safeguards in place. And that's exactly the problem we'll explore in this section. How to build AI agents that are powerful, productive, and trustworthy without repeating the mistakes that make headlines. And the Replik incident highlights a broader reality. Trust is the single biggest barrier to enterprise adoption of AI agents. As you can see on the screen, Forbes reports that 55% of enterprises cite trust related concerns as their primary obstacle. And that's understandable. When agents operate autonomously, when they can access sensitive systems and make decisions on their own, you can't deploy them at scale without absolute confidence in their behavior. And neglecting security and trust in AI agent development can lead to significant cascading consequences. The first and foremost immediate consequence is the erosion of customer trust. When your AI agents fail to meet security or transparency standards, customers lose confidence, not only in the agent, but also in your entire brand. And with increasing focus on data security and privacy regulations, ignoring trust and security can result in regulatory fines. Compliance failures, especially in industries like finance or healthcare, can carry significant penalties. Security breaches can cause major operational disruptions, data theft, system downtime, and long, costly process of recovery. This affects business continuity and can lead to a loss of critical data or intellectual property. And finally, the financial fallout is also substantial. Beyond the direct cost of fixing breaches, lost trust, and reputational damage, they result in decreased revenue, higher customer churn, and lost market share, everything a brand would not want. And the impact is clear. Ignoring security and trust concerns is a risk no enterprise can afford. In the upcoming sections, Pratyusha will dive into how enterprises can implement secure and trustworthy agentic systems at scale. Over to Pratyusha.
Thank you so much, Vandana, for setting the context and why we need 360-degree trust and why we need trust as a layer for the AI agents. So, up until now, we have seen the consequences of ignoring security concerns, risks to compliance, data breaches, and even the erosion of innovation. But the answer is not to abandon agentic AI, it's to build systems that enterprises can truly trust. Now, just think of AI agents as more like employees or not just tools. Just as you wouldn't give a new hire the keys to the entire company on the day one, we need to apply the same principles of trust, oversight, and security to our AI agents. So let's explore this analogy further as we walk through the steps of creating a trustworthy and secure agent system, comparing each step to the process of onboarding and managing an employee. So first, we need to, as I mentioned, we are sorry, yeah. So as I already mentioned, let's take an analogy of an employee who is just onboarding into the organization. So, first, we need to establish the identity. This is like a job description and a proactive background check where you hire an employee, you check their qualifications, right? Similarly, with an agent, you have to figure out exactly who it is before it gets to work. So, you're basically giving it a digital ID card that spells out its purpose, what it's allowed to do, and what its limits are. Basically, this is what is called the establishing the agent's identity. So now comes to the probationary period. You don't just blindly trust a new employee, you watch to see how they perform. It's the same with an agent. We need to evaluate how it's actually working in the real world. Is it following the rules? Is it reliable? Does it align with our ethics? So, this phase is all about checking in and building confidence in its performance. So, next, you have to enforce guardrails. This is just like giving a new employee the company handbook. It's the clear, non negotiable rules that guide their actions. So, for an agent, these are the constraints that stop it from making unsafe or bad decisions. They make sure the agent stays strictly within its approved limits. So, finally, it's about ongoing performance review. You know, trust isn't a one time thing, you have to maintain it. So, just like you have regular check ins and reviews of your employees, an agent also needs to be continuously monitored. So, this ensures our agent stays trustworthy as business conditions, regulations, and the security threats change over time. So, we have talked about what and why of building trust with agentic AI. Now, let's talk about how. So, our Kore.ai platform is purpose built to provide the tools and features you need to implement this framework and sustain trust at scale. So, to start with, the establishing the accountability at scale. So, this is where we give every agent a verifiable identity. So, on our platform, every agent is authenticated through a robust A2A protocol or an MCP protocol. This creates a clear digital identity for each agent, specifying its purpose and capabilities and also its boundaries. This is how we ensure secure, auditable communication between agents and establish accountability from the day one. To truly move beyond simple metrics, we start by giving you a way to see what an agent is doing every step of the way. So, our detailed debug logs lets you trace an agent's behavior step by step while you are designing it and testing it. This is how you can see what's working and what's not. Once you have traced its behavior, you can then use our evaluation studio. So, what exactly is the evaluation studio? This tool allows you to create structured projects using your custom or the pre-built evaluators what we provide to thoroughly test the agents in different scenarios, different environments, and validate their performance for different inputs. So next comes the guardrails. So our platform is actually designed to proactively prevent risks. You can define and enforce custom business rules with the configurable guardrails to align your agents with the enterprise policies and compliance requirements. So these preventive controls block unauthorized actions and safeguard sensitive data before risks even materialize. This makes to ensure your agents operate strictly within their approved limits and not going beyond the boundaries. Sustaining trust requires continuous oversight. So, our platform provides built in analytics to real time dashboards, which you can leverage to get insights on performance and usage. This helps you optimize the reliability and efficiency. So, by monitoring these dashboards, you can keep a close eye on your agent's behavior, ensuring they remain trustworthy as your business needs and the threat landscape evolves. So, as we mentioned, this is where it all comes together. We have talked about the building blocks of trust, but the reality is it's a continuous life cycle. It all starts with design and identity to figure out who your agent is, what its purpose is, and its initial limits right from the beginning. From there, we move into the test and evaluation phase where you get to use our debug logs and evaluation studio to really see what the agent is doing, validating its behavior, and making sure it meets your ethical and technical standards. Once you are confident in the agent, you are ready for deployment to introduce it into its live environment where it starts doing the real work. And now we enter the phase of observation and monitoring, where you continuously watch its performance using analytics dashboards to see how it's behaving in the real time. The insights you get from the monitoring feed directly into refinement. So you use that data to improve the agent, fine tuning its scope, updating its guardrails, and making it even better. So this entire process is a continuous loop. It's how you ensure that your agents aren't just trustworthy on day one, but they remain trustworthy, adaptable, and a valuable part of your business over the long run. So, this is how you get the 360-degree trust using our course Agentic platform. So, thank you so much, everyone, for giving us your time today, and thank you all for joining.